What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony, and today I am wearing my Swatch Snoopy. I figured it'd be kind of fitting for the video we have in store for today. And so let's just roll the intro and get into it.
You're watching Timepieces with Tony. Talking Timepieces with Tony.
Talk about winging it, man. I wasn't going to do a video. I wasn't going to jump on this bandwagon like everyone does, but I guess I am part of that whole thing, and it is my duty to talk about this shit. That's what I do, right? And I feel like this. I am a true Swatch fan. I've got a lot of Swatch watches. I've been into Swatches since they first came out, and I have allergies, so if I'm sniffing or whatever, that's just all that is, okay? So, but you know, okay, so I had a previous watch channel, and all right, so we're going to be talking about the Moonswatch, right? And on my previous channel last year, Omega and Swatch came together and created this really cool watch, the Moonswatch. I no longer have that channel. Everyone who knows, who's been watching my channel long enough, knows that this channel right here is a new channel. And the thing is that I was really stoked. I don't remember specifically everything I said because I don't watch my videos after I do them. It's like my music. When I record an album, I don't listen to it. I listen to it while I'm doing it, once it's done, and then it goes out to the world, and I don't listen to it anymore because I cringe when I hear my own music. It's just the way it is, man. Most artists are like that, but in this case, all right, so the Moonswatch came out. I was stoked. I thought, this is great. This is good. And now I did a video prior to the Moonswatch actually coming out, I think, and I just thought it was great for watch enthusiasts in general, and it'll you know, really bring sort of a more global aspect to people becoming aware of watches again, instead of just Apple watches and smart watches or whatever. And it did. It was absolute fucking chaos, you know, pandemonium everywhere. This watch was. I was like, that's crazy. I tried to get one. I couldn't get one. I didn't wait in line or anything. We don't have a Swatch store in LA. Used to be one right across from Bindi Jeweler in the Glendale Galleria, but that was gone. So I had to rely on trying to get other people to get it for me, which, you know, I don't expect them to wait in line for 6-7 hours just in hopes to get one. So it didn't work out. No big deal. I'll get one because they said they're going to come out and release this online. Not a big deal. All of a sudden, it's not available online. Not available online. Then all of a sudden, the president, or what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name now. Comes out and says, "Well, we feel that we're not going to release them online because we want people to come back into the stores and all this." A bunch of bullshit. Now, all of a sudden, you go from going, "Wait a minute, this is really cool," to being, "What are you actually trying to do?" You know what I mean? You make enough of these watches to where you can sell them online. Let other people that don't have the opportunity to get them. You know what I mean? You don't have a store in LA. There's other parts of the world you don't have stores. These people can't get them. You won't sell them online. So, you know, now it becomes a stupid little game about getting a watch, a plastic, essentially, all right, bioceramic, whatever, watch that is mass produced and that you can sell them online. It's not like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. So now everything's settled down with the Moonswatch, and all of a sudden now we've got this new Moonswatch. This, you know, what is it? And everyone's speculating, and they're coming up with their renders of this and renderings of gold and this and gold and whatever, and they got this moonshine gold and whatever, and all of a sudden they come out with this essentially the same exact Moonswatch. The only difference is you got a gold chronograph hand. That's it? All right. Okay. It's like kind of like, what can we do to make this a, you know, a global event? I know. We've already got the watches. Let's just put a gold hand on it. Okay, fair enough. And that's okay, because that's what makes things collectible, right? The littlest, tiniest things. If Swiss was misspelled or something, that becomes collectible, whatever it may be. But then you decide to say, all right, it's going to be only in the full moon and only for one day, only in Paris, London, and wherever else it was that they did this, for one day only. And who knows, quite possibly in the next full moon or whatever full moon, it's going to be available again. So all they're essentially doing is playing games. You know what I mean? There's one thing where, you know, people go, well, Rolex or, you know, they're holding watches back or whatever it is. This is straight up playing a game. What can we do to cause an uproar? You know, and I guess that's what they're doing, you know, but they're, you know, they're really holding back. They're not giving people that truly want the watch the opportunity to get one. I mean, I don't care if I get one or not. I'll get one eventually if I truly want one, but I kind of don't care anymore because I'm not in the game. And it's so funny with, you know, granted, I know it's a collaboration between Omega and Swatch. It's still part of Omega's responsibility as far as I'm concerned. When Omega fans that diss Rolex, Omega fans that are just hardcore Omega fans are the worst. You know what I mean? Everything about any other brand sucks. Rolex sucks. Rolex sucks. Omega's clearly a better brand, better spec, this and this. And every time they come on my channel and talk a bunch of shit and talk about how fucking great Omega is, and I go, give me specifics, and they can't do it, you know? I'm not ragging on you guys because I love Omega, you know? Get that straight. You can like Omega and Rolex. People do like Omega and Rolex. I do. I have an S&P 300 that I fucking love. You know what I mean? But I love Rolex too. I like Rolex better than Omega, but either way, I still love them both. There is room for both in this world. It's like that conflict between Ford and Chevrolet. Oh, if you got a Ford, you're an asshole. If you got a Chevy, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? It's like, it's what it is. So in this case, it's straight up Omega playing games. All right. So when the Omega fans say, "Hey, Rolex are playing games," you could go in and buy an Omega. Well, you can't get a fucking Moonswatch, can you? All right. Well, it's a Swatch. It's not an Omega. Yes, it is. It is an Omega. Granted, it's a cheap Omega and it's a Swatch. It's a collaboration. It's not a Swatch. You know, put it this way: if Swatch made a watch and put Rolex on the dial, then that would be, you know, because they're not in the same group. Rolex are their own foundation, whereas Omega isn't part of the Swatch group. It's a collaboration. Swatch Group owns Omega. So in one and the same, be responsible, Omega. Be responsible, Swatch. Let people have these watches. I'm ranting, I know, but still. Need to just chill for a second. Drink some more Dr. Pepper. And I don't essentially really care. I just think it's a stupid game to get a $300, $400 watch. Granted, they put the gold thing on it, whatever. Chronograph hand. Awesome. I like the watch. Do I want one? Yeah, I want one. I don't want one bad enough to where I'm like going, oh my God, I have to get one. Let's scour the earth to find it. You know, half those people in line anyway were flippers, you know. They don't give a shit, you know. But having said that, I think that's all I got to say. It's Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it, all right? Take care.